Hey, Ethan Hunter here, and today I'm going to give you a tech tip for Tuesday. Um, okay, well, let's jump into it. I'm going to kind of assume that you are doing WordPress because that's what this tutorial is about. And just a real quick thing, if you don't know what WordPress is, it's a content management system. So basically, it's a open source program that allows you to create um, a web page or a website, really, multiple pages. So, anyways, once you've kind of gotten there and you've downloaded your WordPress, or you've got a host going and you've got your WordPress site up, it's going to look something like this. And you're probably going to have choose a theme, and there are themes that come along with the WordPress install, but you'll probably choose a theme. And if you don't know what that is, well, a theme is basically, it's kind of like a template that will make your site look and function a certain way. So it's kind of the design and what your site does. Something simple where your logo goes, your header, your sidebars, your content, your footer, and so on and such. So that's what we would call a theme. So basically, once you do that, one of the biggest mistakes, one of the things I think that people don't realize they need to do, and it's something I was told to do early on in WordPress, is to create a child theme. Okay, so what is a child theme? A child theme is something that is done that kind of basically takes the theme that you want, the parent theme, and adds a couple files. And basically, what it allows you to do is to make changes to the theme without having any consequences when you update the theme. So basically, you want to update your theme because there'll be a fix or a bug or a security thing. Pretty much in any of the WordPress applications, that's something you're going to want to do. All right, so basically, to make a child theme, there are many different ways to do it, but the way that I find it's the easiest is to use a plugin. So I'm not going to go into plugins right now, but plugins basically are ways of adding, extending features onto your website or your WordPress website. So the first thing we really want to do is we want to go ahead and just go over here to appearances, and just so we can get a kind of a good understanding here, we're going to go ahead and open up themes. You saw that I hovered over there and clicked on it. So we got themes here right now, right? We've got 2020, 2019, and 2017. So these are the themes we have. You can see they say activator, live preview, and this one customized, because right now actually the 2021 is active, as you can see. So the first thing that we'll want to do is, before we start adding all this great stuff and creating our website like we want it and adding all the different things, we want to first make that child theme. So the first thing we're going to do is come over to plugins again over the left side of your WordPress window, and you'll see here it says plugins. So you can go to installed plugins, or you can go to add new, because that's basically what we're going to do. So I'll just go ahead and just jump right to add new, but you can also access it through by just clicking on plugins and then going and adding plugins. So we're at the add plugin page now. And you're going to see upload plugins, but there's a kind of a few choices here, but they're not the choices that we want, because we want a child theme. So I go ahead and put in child theme, which I've already done. So once I click on that and hit enter, it's going to give me some options. Now you can see there's an option for the child theme configurator, and if you look down here to the bottom left of that box, you'll see that it's got 300 active installs, and there's a rating system, and how long ago was it updated, and is it compatible to your version of WordPress. These are all really important things to think about. Okay, but so this is, although it's the one that's probably the most commonly used, I've been using the child theme generator here. And now remember, this is just one way to create this child theme, but whatever you do, make sure you create one. So at this point, we got child theme generator. This is the plugin that we want to choose, and I will hit install. And it takes about a second. This one's pretty fast. So once you've installed it, the next thing you want to do is go ahead and activate that plugin. And you'll see that pretty soon it's activated, and it takes us back to the initial plugins installed plugin screen. And you can see right here we have a child theme generator, and that is the plugin that we want to use. And you can see it says deactivate, which means it is active already. So we know that, and that's good. So the first thing we're going to do, and pretty much the only thing we're really going to do to create this child theme, is to go to Child Theme Generator and click Create. Okay, so this is kind of the basic of how to create a child theme. There are going to be different fields, and you can see right now we have a parent theme. So we can click on here and we can choose. There's 2017, 2019. We're going to go ahead and keep the 2020 one that is active. That's the one that we're going to make a child theme from. All right, and the most important one in this whole group of different options, and you can see it says mandatory right here, is you need to add something. Now it can be something like, well, this is my website, so I'm going to name it, this, that, or whatever your website name is. Or you can do something as simple as, right, like 2020 child theme, which is what I've chosen here. So basically, you've got 2020 child theme, and that's the most important thing. Now you can put a description in. You can put a new URL in. Here's the author. You can change the author. You can change the URL of the author. You can actually, I believe, even leave them blank because they are not mandatory. And also, you'll get a version here, and this is 1.0 because it's the first one. So the most important thing is to make sure that you have the parent theme selected, that you want to make a child theme of, and also that you fill in the next one, the heading of whatever that is that you want to call that child theme. So once that's done, you go ahead and click Create New Child Theme. And in a matter of whatever, depending on your connection, or if you're doing it locally, now we've come to this page. Hey, guess what? We activated it. We've written you a style sheet or style SS file, and as well as a function PHP file, and we've given you a screenshot. And that's basically really what you're trying to do. So there are other ways to create it. You could actually do this yourself without using a plugin. And there are ways to do that. Go ahead and look up some videos. There's great ones on YouTube for that. All right, and so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and activate the theme because I want to make sure that I'm using that theme. From now on, that is the theme that we will be using to create our website. And when we're done with that, we'll hit Finished. All right, so that's pretty much it. Now it's going to go back to the Child Theme Creator generator and kind of just go back to that. But let's just, to make sure that it worked, let's go ahead and go back to Appearances, hover over Appearances, hit Themes. And now we're at the Themes page, and you can see that there's the 2020. That was the theme that was active, and now it is not. And right now we have our active theme is 2020 Child Theme. And it's really that simple. And it's that simple, and yet it's that important. And I can't recommend that before you start your WordPress journey, or even if you have, and sometimes that can open a can of worms. So be careful that you back up your site. But if you can create a child theme, if you haven't done any tweaks really to your theme already, I would stop and create a child theme. And that is really important. And like I said, to always make sure you make a backup before you do something. This is a fresh install, so I didn't make a backup. And there are plenty of plugins and ways of making backups or a copy of your site, basically, before you go and alter something. In case something happens, you can change it back. Okay, well, this has been Ethan Hunter, and I hope you enjoyed this tech tip for Tuesday. And go ahead and if you have any questions, I think there's a link probably down below or comments, and I'll check it out. I'd be more than happy to help. Have a good day.